You know what I'm saying? You was looking for a friend because of these moon god activities. So when you started running that shit in Nature Reasoning at A Nova about the obituary, bro, you didn't even know Afroo Oonoo'S was fucking deceased. Rest in peace. You didn't even know. The king passed away in 2011, and here we are with Static in 2015 in a NoopooH group that I created that was just getting fresh off the ground. You came in with that hoopla, you went at A Nova over the obituary that you didn't even know about. You said it was wrong for him posting it in the group. In my group.
True to call in peace in war times. All right, the first lie I want to deal with is you said we didn't know that Afroo had died. All right, and then you tried to give a Nova credit for bringing in the obituary. So I'm gonna deal with the first thing first. First of all, that's a lie. Me and Anoop went down to Official Connection in downtown Brooklyn and spoke to the guy that Afroo was doing business with for 15 years. He the one that told us in late 2014 that Afroo had passed. And then we put the video over here. See, January 4, 2015, Mr. Roy speaks on Afroo. And then I got another one, part 2, January 10th. So Roy is dead now. Rest in peace. I think he been dead about 2-3 years. But it was through Royal and his wife and them that we got in contact with Afroo's wife in 2015 to 2016. So that's a lie in itself. See, that's the thing. You like to sit there and you don't show your screen and you narrate and you make lies up. That's why I always keep the evidence here. Because remember, NoopooH is evidence, experience, and reason. You provide no evidence. I provide all 3. Well, all 2. The reasoning comes from those who's listening. Like I said, I don't respond to every lie you tell. It's just certain lies that you tell. And just to expose that you a dummy. 2, I don't know why you bigging up a Nova when you know you don't like dude. You never did. You don't really like nobody that you think is mentally on your level or better or doing better than you for some reason. That's just the type of nature that you have. You competitive in dumb situations for no reason. Even with the videos you're doing against, it's obvious you're not gonna win, but you still keep going. So that's the insanity that you have. All right. Now you trying to say I didn't know he was dead. The truth of the matter is 3 people knew before all y'all did. And the first person was Noosa. Noosa is the one that found the birth certificate first. But he didn't say anything. Then Anoop did research and then Anoop found it. So it was only 3 of us that knew. But let me give you the proof first. Because you talking about 2015 and this, that, and the third, and no one knew. This is a lie. But I always keep things on file because people like you have to be reminded and shown a mirror. I ain't got no reason to lie about nothing. You do. And you ain't got nothing to gain except you hope that some kind of way that I fall from the position that I am, but it's not gonna happen. Because this is about the fact. This is not about me. But because I'm running with the information and putting it out there, you can't stand that. All right? So what does it say right here? Because you keep telling lies. Let's look at this again. What did it say? December the 7th, 2014. You claim I ain't known about the obituary or he was dead until 2015. The first lie. The second is, look what it said. Look who I sent it to though. Subject, Afroo obituary. What I say, keep safe. See that? Keep safe. To what? Grand Kush. And this the PDF. See? So it's obvious who's the liar. You. You the liar. And you don't even see how sick you is. Cause this ain't the first time I made this fact known. So you trying to tell me I didn't know? That's a lie. So what you gonna say now? You gonna do another video with the screen facing opposite so the people you telling these lies to and have choose to can't see? That's a lie. This proves it right here. See, that's why it's easy to show how dumb and deceptive. You the deceiving one. Because you keep lying about something about an obituary. We knew about the obituary, but we didn't go to the public with it because that wasn't important. If it wasn't for Mansour, then even up and above that, Dr. York and his pedophile worshiping cult was out here trying to take this man's legacy and run with it like they was doing. We was the only ones that stepped up. And out of everybody that been doing and fighting on behalf of a war between right and wrong, who y'all see out here now is the only ones that's still here. So people need to really look at themselves. What are you in this for? The book tell you it's a war between right and wrong. And even in wars, just like when human beings have wars, you have forces on both sides, especially the side that's wrong, will try to infiltrate the positive side and whisper in their ears and cause dissension, and then they split up and a whole bunch of other things happen, and they just try to thin out the herd. But those who still stay strong, still repping, they're the ones who down with it. This is a war. This is why we keep getting drugged through this. This is why it's a bunch of people on your side just keep throwing up dirt and lies. But the person y'all defending is worse than all of us put together. Even y'all. There's no pedophiles over here. Ain't nobody touching kids over here. Ain't nobody smoking weed and drinking alcohol over here. None of those major laws that we see you doing and what Mr. York has done. But that's what I'm saying. You're the one who can't stop lying. You almost 50 years old. You still on here lying. You still on here lying. You still trolling. Got me and my wife pictures up on your Instagram and stuff. Like you really sick. You the type of dude that they have in the movies where when they investigating some kind of crime and they find your little secret room and they got all the pictures of the person that's on just everything on their wall. Something's wrong with you. As much as I don't like you because of the dumb crap you're doing, I only use your pictures when I just want to poke fun at you. But I let the facts do the talking. I don't sit here and put your pictures up on my social media and Photoshop your head onto stuff because that's just going too far. You really ain't worth my time to do all of that. I let Queeple and them make fun of you and do all those things unless I feel like joking the game every now and then. But most of my videos, 90% of my videos, is hardcore facts. I know your dad ain't been in your life. I read about that. Your father only spent 1 week in your life. Gave you some beer and some weed and something else. So I understand that. I'm not your father. I'm not your father figure. I ain't do nothing to you. I don't know why you so angry. That seems like you got a personal issue, buddy. See, when I say things that's meant to shock you into reality and make you look at yourself. Because you around here saying things that are not true. You trying to tear my image down for what? It ain't gonna get York out of jail early. It's not gonna make you a better person. It's not gonna bring back the clock back to the 90s. Because all those was lies. something wrong with you though. It's not my fault. While you sitting here talking about other people and their children, you had a broken home too. But you pretend like it's the Brady Bunch in the Huxtables where you live at. We all know that's a lie. We all got broken homes and messed up somewhere. So you're not perfect. And the fact you smoke like a chimney, that's just more evidence of something is definitely wrong up there. People who smoke like you, y'all trying to suppress whatever problems and issues to keep you calm. But it's still coming out in this sick fetish that you got for me.
You ever mic up, bro, I'ma fucking destroy you. And the reason why I keep saying mic up and go, when I'ma go live, because that's the only reason why I created this channel. I didn't create this channel for likes. Nigga, I didn't create this channel to monetize my shit. In fact, when I created this channel, I didn't even understand none of that shit. To keep it real. And right now, I still don't understand that shit because I'm not trying to. This channel is to hang you fucking stupid ass niggas, you backward ass wannabe fucking Nuopians and Noonoo'S, and especially hang your ass, Tanoon.
A grown man, almost 50 years old, working with somebody else in their 40s and 50s and 60s, y'all writing books and putting people in books and telling lies. Nobody should trust nothing you say because you don't produce no evidence. Now I'm finna produce some more evidence. Now let's go to here. All right. Now this is dated 8/6/15, and I wrote something called a deception in nature. And see your name right there, Grand Kush, right? Now this is something I wrote, and I'm not gonna go too deep in it because it was about some situation that was going on between me and Noosa at the time. But I'm referring to this as source material just to make a point. Listen, sound right, cosmic reason. True peace to all, present and not. This email is being drawn up in light of the last 24 plus hours ago from the time of this writing about Afroo Oonoo'S personal information being put out onto the internet. Although this situation is extended back before yesterday events, January 18th, 2015 AD, NEY 52, NoopooH myself found Afroo Oonoo'S obituary November the 13th, 2014, 6:58 p.m. NEY 52. Now, when we listen to what you said, you naming 2015, I didn't know about the obituary and that Nova had brought the obituary. All lies. I like to stick with the chronological order. Noosa knew about it first. I've been saying that since this been a conversation. The Nuopians found it years later. Jay Reese, the one who found it, and because they was getting beat in the debate group, they created a whole nother, he created an Afroo Oonoo'S group and then tried to diss us, but still try to say rest in peace to Afroo Oonoo'S while their teacher, York, was steady plagiarizing like the Mad Hatter in jail, just plagiarizing, putting out books with the nature books in it. Because these are the things that y'all like to do. So here is the date right here. And I think a day or two before this, Noosa found it. So November the 11th, 2014, Noosa found it. And guess what? Me being who I am, because I'm thinking I'm in a circle of people who are supposed to be right and exact, and was with the whole cause of just trying to get this information out. Remember, all this was trying to clear up the fact once we found out, because once Royal from Official Connection made it clear when the Noop pulled out Dr. York's picture and asked Royal, rest in peace, it's this Afroo Oonoo'S, he said no. He said Afroo Oonoo'S did not look like that, and he showed a picture of Dr. York. So from that time we talked to Roy in 2014, early 2014, to the time in November, that's when we found the obituary with Afroo Oonoo'S face, and then we knew right then specifically that's what had happened. And that's when I put out that video that you always like to use. Did Dr. York know that Afroo Oonoo'S existed? While I have this letter that I got from York in 2009, 4 years before this, where I thought that York was Afroo Oonoo'S, and it was getting to the point where I'm starting to feel like something ain't right after that letter. So it was other letters that we got after we got to our Facebook group where Wujah provided a letter, and from that York wrote him in 2007, and another letter, one where York claiming he don't know who those writers are and that he's real and things like that. We got all this evidence already provided. So you keep digging up, and then you the one who's not in order. Like I said, this is about the respect of Afroo Oonoo'S. You don't respect Afroo Oonoo'S. I don't know why you keep reading from this man's books knowing that York is his arch nemesis and that they've been plagiarizing and stealing up to date. And why you going so hard at me? Because the spirit in you got a problem with what I'm doing. And that's why the spirit is relentless, because it's about the mission, not me per se. I'm just the physical vessel who have enough common sense and sound right reasoning to take this information and keep pushing it out there. This is why most of the evidence is in my possession. This is why I have the things that I have and been putting it out. So you can stop lying to your cult members and your slow Daddy Warbucks listeners like Kenneth, who's slow, who went against Dr. York plenty. We got all the receipts in the group. Keep talking so we can show you how you a hypocrite. But see, y'all got the same mind, the same type of spirit, and y'all all defending a pedophile. You can't make me a pedophile because your master is a pedophile. I don't know why you keep repeating these lies, talking about I put a dress on. That's a lie. But how about York? When his son got murdered, they say York put on the female Muslim dress to go to his funeral. So that's justifiable? Because York was putting on a female Muslim dress because he was scared to go to a funeral that they said his son was hanging out with Jacob and got murdered because he was hanging out with Jacob. And York was around here dressing in a Muslim female garment. That makes sense. Because I know that's what you're going to do. I know that's what you're going to justify that. Or York wearing Hindu female jewelry. What man does that? But see, all this is to hide the issues. Because all this is about the information. All right. So when we asked Noosa about why he didn't tell nobody that he found the obituary, this is what would happen. He said he was afraid how to go about it, and also he didn't want to risk putting it in the wrong hands. You just a liar straight up and down. Why don't you just address the facts? You a liar. You keep trying to place yourself in the front of something, but you know you can't do that because you don't have certain evidence in your possession. So you do the same thing, like you scapegoated us for going against York for the right reason, then you scapegoat us saying we made you say those things. And now you trying to give Nova credit for putting out the obituary. No, he put out the obituary in your group. But you had the obituary before he did because I sent it to y'all. And I told y'all to keep it safe. That means don't put it out. But you already knew me and Nova had beef because of the foolishness. So you being whoever you was, I don't know if you sent it to a Nova or maybe Nintar or Tar Nova or Raynu Ray or Renu Bilu, rest in power. But the point is, you just keep lying. You hate Noon. You hate NoopooH. You hate Afroo. This is why you keep doing what you're doing. You're purposely setting a bad example by smoking weed and going in between NoopooH and Noon and trying to mix it. And that's what you're doing. You carrying on the same way York was doing. That's why the word NoopooH or Nuwaubians have a bad connotation because of what he done. And you following the same footsteps. So I just want to make it be known to the crowd that you are a horrible example that they shouldn't be listening to. And that now that you keep bringing us up, all you're going to do is get exposed. So that's all I wanted to do, is show that you are the liar. I knew about Oonoo'S passing because we got it from Royal, who worked with Oonoo'S and you selling his books for 15 years. And because of him and the contact from him is how we got in contact with Miss NoopooH in the following year, 2015, because I called her February 8th, 2015. After we got the obituary, November the 13th, 2014. So December, January, February. That really wasn't even 3 months. 2 months and some change that we got in contact with Miss NoopooH. So all that stuff you saying don't amount to nothing. You just can't help yourself with the lie. This is what you're doing. You got the batter in your back and your spirit is causing you to do what you're doing. Too many calling peace in wartime.
Because that's the only reason why I created this channel. Because that's the only reason why I created this channel.